This is my PowerPoint on lines, prototype project closing and procurement phase. The objectives are to obtain acceptance by the customer or response to formally close the project or phase, conduct post-product project or phase in review, document lessons learned, apply appropriate updates to organizational process assets, archive all relevant project documents in the project management information system to be used as historical data. Close out procurement activities ensuring termination of all relevant agreements. Perform team members assessment and release project resources. All right, let's start off with object acceptance by customer. With the wrapping up of the work done by my team, we presented BD Smith a model of the alliance prototype. He looked over what was done and showed him the paperwork of the specifications. He was pleased to work and gave approval to totally close out the project. After getting approval from BD Smith to close out the project, I sat down with my team to do a post-assessment of the work that was done. We discussed all the good things and the bad things that happened during the project and discussed how we could do better. Also review all the numbers and discuss when time could have been saved. After the team and I discussed the good and the bad, we documented all the lesson learned. We documented how things should have been done better as far as taking longer than the 11 weeks schedule and doing a better job about detecting defects and correcting them sooner. All right, the next step we did, we archived all relevant project documents in the project management information system to be used as historical data. After document updates to the organizational process assets, we took testing documents and any important manuscripts and archived them to the PMIS. This is important because it sets a precedent for consistent testing and relevant materials that shows where processes are consistently working. With the wrapping up this project, I sat down with each team member and went over all their strengths and weaknesses and evaluated whether they could do what they could do to advance their careers. After one-on-one meetings, each team member was released to sign contracts for other projects. Using the lesson learned and all the documented material, we added updates to the organizational process assets, respelling our previous beliefs of how certain processes work, along with adding more new processes to the document. And then after that, we delivered updates to the CEO, O.M. Smith, for review and was approved. And now we're going to look at, we closed out all procurement activities, ensuring termination of all relevant agreements. In the course of this project, there was not much procurement needed besides the hiring of this team to actually do the work. Their contracts will be terminated as soon as the closing process is done. In most projects, the closing phase is not seen essential because it has nothing to do with the success of the project. It'll address the aftermath of all that has been done, but as long as the product or service is successful, it would have no bearing on the whole project. In closing, all procurement of personnel have been completed, all debt has been paid, and all important documents have been archived. And this is my presentation.